All right, people, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what it do, people, what it do. I know y'all probably wondering, kicking it with K Styles is a Monday show. Why are we on
Mm,
Thursday? I
mm,
don't know, but
mm,
ooh, but
mm.
it's your host K Styles, the six man, and to my left, you already know him. He's number one in your hearts. You might hate his guts too. But at the end of the day, it's Mr. Mad Mike Sports,
I don't love the
the mad
most. I don't
scientist.
love the most.
Oh man. Um, what's going on, Mike, man? How we doing tonight?
Hey man, I'm good, man. I'm absolutely good, man. We finally got our we got our DC, man. We got our DC. I think a lot of people are really happy for that. Me personally, I've been saying everything that at this point, man, it's pretty much come to pass. And I'm just ready to kind of get into it. Jew is on his way.
I know.
Having a little bit of computer, well, but your boy Jew, our boy Jew, he definitely coming, man. Like I said, man, I can't wait. I can't wait to get into this time. But this got me excited. I ain't gonna lie to you, it got me excited, man.
Okay, so before we hit to this topic, let me go ahead and give some of these chat room shout outs right quick. Um, Joseph Mestis, cause he came in. That's the first one. We got Andres Lua, um, Raj Pantel. You got Raymond Elter, Antonio Rakestraw, Michael Walker, Millie Mills. Let's see who else. Wow, hey, wait a
Fred
minute.
Buck.
Hold on.
Oh,
Yes. Wait a minute. We already got a $5 super chat. Hold on. Let's go ahead and hit this one. Five time. Five time. Five time. Five time. Five time. Dollars. So Gregory Brown come in saying, "What's up? Finally, Dirk Koetter is out of here. Damn, we can finally get some offensive positive."
hey, we don't say that name right here, okay? We say what?
Farmer friend.
Former friend. That's what his name is. We don't use that name around this
Farmer
place.
friend. But definitely, we appreciate it. I know everybody's excited, waiting for us to go ahead and talk about it. But before we do, also make sure y'all like, comment, leave comments, leave questions, and subscribe to Just Kstylz. And you probably already got Mad Mike Sports
Hey
on your
man,
radar.
Mad Mike Network. I changed the name. It's called Mad Mike Network. Check out the new channel, man. I'm talking about Atlanta Hawks stuff. We're gonna be talking about Atlanta Braves stuff, and you might, hit some, some personal topics there too. So check out Mad Mike Network. Mad Mike Network. All right, check me out, baby.
Oh yeah, so yeah, definitely had to get that plug in. Like I said, we got some more people in here: Rhino TG, Jerry Bowie. We
Nikki.
got Monte B, Stone Decatur, Nikki Sahota, Ezekiel King. All right, so we got them shout outs going out the way. I hope y'all enjoy what we got for you tonight. So Mike, let's go ahead and get into it.
Hey man.
Hey, first topic of the night. Farmer friend is gone. Everybody's excited, but I'm sad personally. You know why I'm sad? You know why I'm sad, Mike? We can't talk about the Maggie T playbook no more.
Yeah.
The Maggie T playbook is finished.
Let's go. Adios.
It's gone. But did you hear of the other coaches that got let go? Greg Knapp got relieved of his duties as well, because he was the quarterback coach. So and new defensive coordinator, Dean Pease, coming out of retirement, and Dave Ragone from the Chicago Bears as the new offensive coordinator. Speak on it, Mike. What you got for me?
Hey, man. I think Greg Knapp doesn't necessarily get a lot of credit that he deserves as far as the quarterback is concerned. I wouldn't necessarily say he's like the greatest play caller, but I think he does a good job of just not only getting – a lot of people don't know. It's like he tried his hardest to get Michael Vick to study the damn playbook, and like, you know, Mike just didn't want to do it. That offense with the Atlanta Falcons actually had a pretty good offense when he was a coordinator. Like the running game, the short passing game we had with Algie Crumpler, Brian Fenner, and those guys. Like he did a pretty good job. So I don't necessarily think Greg Knapp is he's not a great one, but he's not a bad offensive coordinator. He's not a bad coach. And actually, he's one of those guys, and appreciate the $5. All right, Joe Houston, Gregory Brown.
Let's go and get to Joe Houston first because he put it in first. He said he wanted Wade. He said he wanted Wade Phillips, but we'll see how DPs go. Well, like I said, DPs brings a championship pedigree. So, hey, we never know. Hey, we'll see. But that's going to let you know that the 3-4 is coming back to Atlanta.
It's coming. You remember what I was saying about – we know what I was saying about the Falcons need a Rex Ryan type of defense. This guy's a Rex Ryan disciple. A lot of people don't realize that. Dan Pease is a Rex Ryan disciple. Okay? Let's just get that out there. He runs the exact same system that, and a lot of people don't know, even with Rex Ryan, his defense is a complex defense. You kind of have to the verbiage and, you know, the assignments and whatnot. But he runs the same aggressive style defense. He mixes up his coverages. He likes to drop linemen into the, you know, a lot of zone blitzes and things of that nature, man. So like I'm excited to see this defense, and like I said, it's a multi-faceted defense, 3-4 mainly. But he does run a lot of different fronts, and that's what the Falcons desperately need, because you got a guy like Grady Jarrett, and you got linebackers like Deion Jones and Foye Oluokun, and the guy that is definitely underrated, Michael Walker. Those guys can do some things up front. With that speed, you don't have to depend on Grady Jarrett to do everything. You can really just do a lot of different things as far as like mixing up the coverages and like sending Deion, dropping him in the coverage, sending Foye, dropping him in coverage, and the same thing with Michael. Like that right there is dangerous. That's a dangerous fit. Like that right there is dangerous to have those guys. You have no idea when they're gonna come, because those guys run a 4-3, and a 4-4. They run a 4-4 and 4-3 at linebackers. Just picture that coming after your quarterback. That's dangerous, bro.
Right. So Gregory Brown came with another $5. $5 super chat. He said, flying to the A tomorrow just to feel the different atmosphere of change. Flight leaves at 8 a.m. Glad to support lovers of the red, black, and white. Hey, man, hope you have a good flight coming to the A. Like I said, you be careful out here when you come out here.
Absolutely.
So we appreciate you.
Oh,
right now
yeah,
you are the
baby. Oh, man. Oh, dang. That man's Grady, baby. What? only people from Atlanta know what that means, man. Only people from Atlanta know what that means.
Exactly. Damn near everybody born in the same hospital. Hey, Mike, why you ain't tell me? Mike, why the hell you ain't tell me I look like an R&B singer with this turtleneck on?
Man, I didn't even realize you had a turtleneck on. I didn't realize.
I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. We ain't gonna do that right here. But like I said, let's go ahead and get in a couple more of these comments right here. Let's see what the people has to say. Let's see. Let's get it. GA says, I know it's part of COVID. Just found out today. Please keep me and family y'all prayer. Salute to you, fellas. Hey man, always
prayer.
Like said, all day, man. Hey, just stay strong. Stay strong, my brother.
Yes,
just fight through it. Like I said, you just gotta have it. You just keep a strong head. Like I said, take your medicines. You'll be good. Damn, I'm sorry to hear that though.
Yeah, man. Let's take everything seriously, man. Like I said, man, you don't want to take anything for granted, and make sure you get plenty of rest, man. Like that's not disregard the fact that anything can happen. And like I said, man, just really appreciate your time. And like I said, sometimes this is just a wake-up call for us to slow down. Sometimes we need to rest. Find a way to rest our bodies. Rest your mind. This is your opportunity to really just sit back and rest, man, and get yourself back together.
Exactly. But let's go ahead. Got a $14.99 super chat.
Hey, y'all showing your boy love, man. We showing us some big time love. We definitely appreciate it, man.
Exactly. Let's see. Kojak Mantucket says, y'all boys keep kicking this real-ish. How y'all feel about the new DC pick? ATL Hope Southside. Hey, like I said, you got a guy that's coming from coaching the Patriots defense, Ravens, Tennessee. Like I said, it's all the same 3-4 concepts. But he's been there and he has that experience in championship situations. So I think he'll definitely
nonsense. Remember that?
Yeah, he old school. He old
school. Oh nonsense. That dude is nonsense. That's why Bill Belichick brought him in. This dude is old school. Remember that accountability we've been talking about? This guy is a Rex Ryan disciple. Rex Ryan is not ready to come out of retirement. I don't think he's going to come out of retirement. But this is what we needed. We need a guy with no nonsense type of mentality. This is what the Falcons need. He's going to hold these guys accountable on the defensive side of the ball. I think that's what we really needed most, the defensive side of the ball. Man, I'm excited. I just want to see some hard-nosed blitzing. I've been doing my research on it, and one thing that I was watching this interview with Rodney Harrison. Rodney Harrison, he was explaining to Rodney Harrison, they was having a back and forth conversation, and one thing that intrigued me is that he said that he likes to use players who can do multiple things. So what he was doing with Rodney Harrison, he was using him as a linebacker. He was using that free safety. He was using him as strong safety and just sending him on blitzes, and just like you never knew what Rodney Harrison was going to do. And this is the things that he did with his players. If you can do multiple things, this guy is going to find a way to make sure that you contribute to the team. You may not be the best cover guy, but if you're a good blitzer, he's going to put you in position so you can get to the quarterback. That's what you need that's what you're getting from a guy like Dan Pease.
Well, Rashad 365 said Dan Pease defense never ranked outside the top 10, no cap. Hey, like I said, if it comes down to that, this is the culture change that this team has needed for years.
Rex Ryan disciple. He's a Rex Ryan disciple. They get it done, bro. Period.
All right, let's see what Joseph Mester says. Us moving towards a 3-4 defense got me thinking Keanu Neal's going to be a linebacker. Man, I hope we keep him.
Oh boy.
I think he will be re-signed, because even if he doesn't play middle linebacker or how that is, you still need that enforcer in this defense. If I remember correctly, like a lot, like and let me see, the Patriots. So he deal with a lot of safeties that are kind of like the game changer. Like Keanu Neal can be a game changer as far as the physical side. And that's what this defense is going to bring. Hey, you might see a Lil Khan. He might be playing outside.
Outside, inside. That's what they love to do. That mixing the talent. And maximize their skill set. This is what this defense is going to be about.
All right, let's see who else done popped in there. I see a lot of people popping in right now. I guess they coming with it. We got Speed Falcon for life, Young Sizzle in the building, King 55332. We're not gonna say the rest of it because we got a lot to say. but we see we see you, homie. So don't think we ain't showing you no love. We got Mr. Pan. Okay, I don't want to say that. Devon Stanford came in. Reggie C2K. Like I said, I know we've talked a lot about P's and his 3-4. There's another hiring that we had as well. And somebody spoke on it, but we're going to speak on Dave Ragone. If you don't know who Dave Ragone was, he was the OC of the Chicago Bears. Now, from what I know of him, as far as what they like to run, it's a lot of ground and pound play action, and tight ends are going to get used a lot. That's how he like to implement his play.
Yeah.
And believe me,
a lot of it.
And like I said, believe me, the tight ends will get involved in the red zone.
Oh yes.
The only difference is he had Garbage and Mitchell Trubisky to deal with, and they still made the playoffs.
Hot. That's a task. And like you said, kind of piggyback off what you were saying, that's what Ragone is about. He actually is they actually got him from Tennessee. So he became the offensive coordinator there, but his roots go back to Tennessee. What a lot of people, like you said, the Falcons are going to use a lot of. They're going to go back to what they did before in 2016, and like even further back than that. When he first came into the league, the Falcons was using a lot of play action. So you're going to see a lot more roll action. You're going to see a lot more play action. Matt Ryan using his feet. You're going to see a lot of tight ends. You're going to get the ball to the tight end. Let these guys do what they do. But there's going to be a ton of play action, and it's going to be to his strength. And that's something that when you look at Ragone, he's the passing game coordinator, but the passing game coordinator for not only the Atlanta Falcons, but the Bears. But he ran a lot of similar things. Actually have a couple of videos where it highlights Arthur Smith and his play calling with tight ends and the running backs and how he used these guys and creating space for the playmaker. So it's going to be fun, man. It's definitely going to be fun. He's bringing a lot of his guys that understand his system.
And it also sounds like he's bringing a lot of guys that have diversified mentalities and thinking processes instead of just being stagnant. Because for what it looked like he's finna run this thing like a corporation. Like you said, he bringing in the guys he's comfortable with, guys that he know that's gonna hold everybody accountable. Just like he said, he don't want no yes man. He want guys that call him out on his stuff if he mess up.
Exactly.
But I won't get in this comment here. Fred Moore Jr. is basically saying they will have to get a big guy to put in the middle of that 3-4. It just depends on what's out there. I mean, like I said, if they can't find one in free agency, I mean, This is kind of where Terry Fontenot is kind of going to be kind of the key, because when he was in New Orleans, for some reason they knew how to work that cap being so limited. So we're going to figure out how we're going to get that. But if they can't find nothing, I say don't be surprised if Tyler Davidson gets re-signed for another year.
Right.
I want you to get this one right here. The coach at Kentucky. He said, how do y'all feel about changing the war cry? Or is Rise Up sticking like who that? No, the Rise Up is dead. The new rally cry is dead. Run the damn ball. That's the
run that cry. Damn ball.
That's the rally cry.
Right. Just run the damn ball. That's what we doing.
Yeah. Rise Up, Brotherhood. That's all the Dan Quinn era right there. To be honest with you, we don't even need a slogan. We just need to go out there and play some football. We don't need no slogans.
Right.
Let's see. We got Smooth C78 says we definitely getting quarterback in the draft, but not in the first round. I could definitely see that. I mean, you like I said, you still going to need to find that heir apparent. But the way that, but hold on, I want to kind of hold off on that just a little bit until I bring up this next question, because it's kind of going to lead to the next question, which is, what does this coaching overhaul mean for the team philosophy, and how you think they're going to tackle the draft? So,
man. Wait a minute. We got a legend in the building.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait. We got. Hey, guess what? Now you look. Hey. Ooh, yeah. Hey, guess
legend, the myth,
Mr. Jew Talk Boys. Calm before the storm. For some reason. But guess what? Now this show has turned into the Kicking It with Just Kstylz Heavy Hitters edition.
Hey man,
the heavy hitters is back.
Hey man, hit you with nothing but the fact, the truth and the facts. That's all we do.
All right, so I was gonna get to this question, but Drew, since you graciously joined us here, I'm gonna get your take on what you think about Pease and Ragon. How you feel about those signings, homie?
This smile y'all see on my face right now. This smile that y'all see on my face right now, man. Dean Pease. Y'all know I've been wanting that 3-4, man. That 3-4 aggressive style defense. I don't even need to hear the other names. Just Dean Pease, man. That's what we need, man. We need that type of attitude. Dean Pease, hey, like he said, that's a Rex Ryan disciple. And we know how Rex Ryan get down. We know how Dean Pease get down. Top 10 defenses. That's what he's known for. Championship defenses. So when I heard Dean Pease, like everybody kept saying, just relax. You know, they said he gonna have some type of might not be the defensive coordinator, but he just might have something to do with our defense. He might be in the background. I was like, if Dean Pease is anywhere in this organization, I'm happy. Because I know he's gonna bring that aggressive style defense. I'm so tired of seeing that soft zone. I'm so tired of seeing us drop back on 3rd and long at the sticks. Hey, one thing about Dean Pease, he gonna get after your quarterback. He gonna bring the heat. So, and we're gonna finally have some big guys in the trenches, because everywhere he's been, Baltimore, New England, they're physical up front. Like physicality is what they teach. So our Falcons, like us going to them black jerseys, we really about to bring back the head busters. Like real talk. We about to bring back the head busters. Like I heard y'all talking about it when I wasn't on the show yet about Keanu Neal. I definitely think that Keanu Neal is coming back because he's the perfect style of player that Dean Pease likes, like that physical, gonna come down,
He
gonna hit
is
you.
Rodney Harrison. He's Rodney Harrison. That's
Exactly.
who he is.
Yeah, exactly. And even with to a lesser degree, you know, in Tennessee, because Dean Pease was in Tennessee, he also was there early when they had Kevin Byard. You know, Kevin Byard is to a lesser degree,
Right.
he's that new physical style tight end that can also cover, but that'll come downhill and hit you. So, man, I'm just hyped about the hire, man. When I heard Dean Pease in the last couple of hours, I'm like, yo, that's all I needed to hear right there. That shows you that Arthur Smith and this coaching staff and the GM Terry Fontenot, we're about to build these trenches. We're going back to like a 90s style. We're gonna run the football. We're gonna hit you in the mouth. So I'm hyped, man. I'm hyped just with seeing this Dean Pease hire, man, because I know his DNA. You know what I'm saying? Like Mike was saying, him coming off of the tree of Rex Ryan, him being a disciple of Rex Ryan, we know what Rex Ryan's about. When he was in Buffalo, when he was with the New York Jets, when he was with Baltimore, like both of those guys, they just have that stature where you gotta respect it. So all of these guys on the defense, like Deion Jones, Grady Jarrett, those guys is hype right now. They hype because they're like, man, we know now we can just play fast. And as we said, fast and physical, we can actually do that. Because the style of defense we were playing, we were all talk, man. We were saying we're fast and physical, but we had no physical in our DNA. Like we had no physical. We was fast. That's about it.
So you said we're basically a bunch of chihuahuas out there.
Basically.
But let's get to Joe Houston. He got a $5 super chat here, man. He said Smith runs a lot of tight end sets. Don't be surprised. Hey, Mike, you actually brought up that possibility a couple weeks ago. He said, don't be surprised if we trade back and get Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, that's something that, like I said, going back and watching his, like I said, you guys can check out my film. I have more videos coming to kind of back up and kind of give you guys a preview of what to come with Arthur. I'm actually going to drop that tomorrow. I'm actually have 2 videos, so not only subscribe to my channel, but please go to Atlanta Falcons Nation so you can check out those film breakdowns. Because I really want to give Atlanta Falcons fans, and now that I know that Dean Pease is our guy on the defensive side of the ball, be ready for those 3-4 videos. I can't wait to highlight these.
You ain't had to come in here and make that face.
Maggie coming here with that mean face, that mad face, mad Mike face.
That was your man. I'm about to say she came in with the who farted face. That's what that was. But like I said, if y'all don't know, this is Miss Maggie T, the first lady,
the producer.
Like I said, producer. Like I said, it's the heavy hitters edition. Hey, the fam's back together. So wait a minute, we got we got another
super. Hey,
oh Jesus Christ, Kojak, man, Tucky coming in with the $10. He said, "Jew, right? We going back to being 10, the perfect 10, -1 cent." He said, we're going back to being the dirty birds. Let go. Run it in trenches.
Okay. Hey, Reggie. How you doing? I'm happy to see you too. Lord, don't let me say it out loud. Because everybody going to be like, oh, Maggie, say I'm happy to see you too. Can you give me a shout out?
They're going to be hitting all kinds of DMs asking you to shout their asses out.
Hey, man. I think
I'm about to say, I got my bad. I ain't mean to interrupt you, but I think Harrison said something here. He said something here about reunite Jarrell Casey with Pease and Smith from his Titans days. And I seen another one. Somebody said Jarrell Casey and Snacks Harrison. I damn sure take us.
Hey, man.
I'll take Snacks. Anybody nicknamed Snacks is good with me.
What's up, Harrison? What's up? I see you, Millie. Who else? Everybody giving shout outs. I see some what's up, Jews, Andres. Okay,
man,
we see you guys.
Man, y'all need to go subscribe to Juice channel, man. Get that man to a G, man. That man trying to $4. Help your boy out, man.
Like I said, we got Mark Godby in the building.
Trust me,
Boy,
you will not be disappointed in this content. Dude spits it real, man. Y'all think we get it? You just getting a piece of it here, but go to his channel. Guaranteed. I guarantee you'll love his content, bro.
Exactly. Got Floyd Donnelly in here. Like I said, Fly Eagles for life. Sean Jones done came in this thing. Hey, man, we real heavy today.
Nope, heavy hitters. That's what it is. When y'all get together, you know, it's a show.
Hey, so let's get back on this topic right here, and Mag, you want to stick around and answer this question for me right quick?
What you got?
So, what do you think this coaching overhaul means for the team philosophy?
We basically trying to stretch because pretty much like I felt, our play call and everything is outdated. We got to kind of adjust to what's going on right about now. You know, we got to get out of that mindset. We got to think differently. We got to have a bit more aggressive players. We got to have a bit more tough defenders, and you know, we just got to have. You got people on the front line kind of making sure Matt Ryan is okay. You know, because it's like it's too many people getting to our quarterback. And yeah, I know people say, oh, he hold the ball a little too much, and you know what I'm saying that, but you still got to protect your quarterback regardless of any situation. I know Arthur Smith is going to get it out real fast, but you still got to make sure he's able to do that. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like I think we're starting to go into that where we kind of want the Falcons to be. So we'll see. Of course, we can't say anything until day one to see how everything goes. But I'm thinking they're thinking in that mindset. They want to win. They want to win now, actually. So I think we're seeing those pieces that's happening that's going to make sure at least we're contending. Maybe not Super Bowl, but at least like he said, I think Arthur Blank said a good 8-8, 7-9. So
they want to win. They want to win. Bottom line, they want to win. Do what you got on that, man. What you think about that?
I mean, I said it on my video earlier. I did today. It's like what I'm looking at is when they were doing the overhaul and they basically was cleaning house. It's kind of like nobody's safe. Like everybody on my channel, I was seeing the comments and they were saying like Julio's safe and Matt Ryan's safe. But my thing is Dean Pease, these guys coming in, Arthur Smith, they don't know these guys on a personal level. So when they coming in, it's all professional. Like at this point, that's the reason why they were talking about we're going to hold the leaders accountable, like Grady Jarrett and stuff. When they say that they're going to hold the leaders accountable, basically what that means is everything you do, you better do it with excellence because everybody behind you, they're watching you. You see what I'm saying? So every drill, Julio, you doing it first. Grady Jarrett, you doing it first. And then from that point on, basically what they're saying is those guys out of the leaders, you guys are going to set the standard. And if they don't meet the standard, you could be gone. Real talk. Like that's what I was talking about. Like even on my channel about Julio, it's like he might have to start practicing because Arthur Smith, they don't know him like Dan Quinn and those other guys that knew him. And it's like you get days off and like basically everybody to these coaches is like rookie. They're gonna treat everybody the same. Their job when you come in as a new coach, my job is to replace you. Period. My job is to replace you. That's the truth. Like my job is to evaluate, and that's the reason why Terry Fontenot and Arthur Smith were like, we're not going to talk about player personnel right now because we have to actually see these guys, watch these guys film. We have to see these guys in the practice situations because everything is an audition. Everything from now on is an audition for everybody. Don't nobody get a pass right now. And I like that because you heard when Raheem Morris basically came in that first game before we played Minnesota. He said, I made the guys uncomfortable. Making your guys uncomfortable is a good thing. You don't want your players to get comfortable because when Dan Quinn was here, guys got comfortable. They felt like they had already made it. Look, we've been to the Super Bowl.
Like they going to take lunches together and being best friends. We don't need that.
Exactly.
Wait. I'm gonna say this right quick. Like I said, with Dan Quinn here, all the players on the team was looking like this. Going to a picnic.
Exactly.
Oh, and Jew, before you get back into what you had to say, I want to give a shout out to the person that just joined the Mad Mike membership, Michael Walker. How you doing? Appreciate you.
Those films, all those films, all the film breakdowns, they will be up tomorrow. So I think I got 3 or 4. I forget how many I did. I just bashed a bunch of them. So all 3 or 4 of those breakdowns, you would get early access to those videos. So I appreciate everybody who's a member of the Mad Mike membership. And like I said, we have some things that we're working on that if you are a member of the Mad Mike membership, all right, you will be first in line for a lot of giveaways that we are gonna have.
And let's get Jew Talk Sports to 1,000 and AFN. It's gonna be more exclusive things going on. So that's what we're trying to get to. Mm-hmm.
So let's be patient with us. I tell you, you will not be disappointed. We got a lot of things that we really just want to give back to you guys. It's all about you guys. Man. Y'all showing us a lot of love, man.
Yeah,
really, Reggie?
Hey, man.
Do we get members only jackets when we come?
You'll get a bucket of Popeyes. That's what you'll get.
You'll get a song in your heart.
We'll see $10 for a Popeye meal. How about that?
But go ahead, Jew. I didn't mean to cut you off. I know you were still all, what you had to finish up and say and everything.
I mean, pretty much I said it all. Y'all know I can go all day. I made a 20-minute video about it earlier. So y'all go check. Look, I'm gonna start plugging the fans. Hey, y'all go check the channel out to see everything else I said. But pretty much that's what it is. It's like accountability. These guys are gonna be held accountable. And I love what Arthur Smith and these guys are doing. Like at this point, it's nobody gets a free pass. Nobody right now is a superstar. You might have been, Dan Quinn's guy or whoever guy, even like, and that's why I try to keep telling our fans, it's like they kept talking about Jeff Ulbrich. We want to keep Jeff Ulbrich. My thing about that is these coaches have favorites, and that's why they were like, look, Arthur Smith already knew what time it was. He's like, hey, look, we ain't playing that favoritism. We're not playing that favoritism game. So at this point, he's like, you're gonna have to prove it to us. And that's basically what these coaches are saying. You're gonna have to prove it to us.
Oh man, Mike bobblehead. You talking about Mad Mike bobblehead?
Look at the comment.
Quinn Willis said, "What about a Mad Mike bobblehead?"
Creepy as fuck, man. A Mad Mike bobblehead.
You better hush. Lord. That could be something, sir.
Hey, man.
Don't even laugh at that. Somebody might want to buy a Mad Mike bobblehead that's gonna say, "I love Matt Ryan." It's gonna be Matt Ryan.
Hey, man.
He gonna be looking like, he gonna be looking like this.
Ball. I can get down with the stress ball. I can damn sure get down with that.
Oh yeah. Let me take my notes. These some good suggestions, sir. Let me put you on the promo team. Who is that? Dasmond. Let me hit him up. Hey, Dasmond, hit me up.
Marketing 101.
I'm taking more notes. Stress balls, bobbleheads. Okay, let's keep going though. Let's keep going, people.
All right. So I guess I'll go and say what it means to me. Basically, you gotta keep your head on the swivel. Put me down for a Kstylz kazoo. Hey, I'll go get some kazoo. Hey, Reggie, I'm glad you remind me because I gotta go find my kazoo this weekend anyway.
Write that down. Write that. That's a note. That's a note. Write that down.
You know what? Here we go.
Yeah, hold on. You gotta do it right.
Kazoo.
Write that down.
I'm gonna go get my glasses.
But
hey, we definitely got that coming. Like I said, man.
But go ahead.
But yeah, but basically, what this means is pretty much what you said. Hey, you either step up or get stomped on.
Mm-hmm.
That's about as real as you can put it. Like I said, you better keep your head on a swivel.
And we need true leaders, like you said. We need true leaders. Bottom line.
We don't need, see, the way that he's building this staff up. If you're used to wearing suits, I don't know if y'all watched the movie Undercover Brother, right? If you got a bunch of Anton Jacksons on your team, you're gonna get your ass cut.
Yeah.
But just basically, it's gonna be ground and pound. We're gonna hit you in the mouth. And if you can't, hopefully. And if you ain't down with the program, the next guy under you is gonna be willing to do it. Like you said, it's gonna come down to Julio, are you gonna be on the field? If not, we got guys that'll be on there. Like I said, ain't nobody safe, and that's what you would expect for a new regime. And like you said, especially when you have coaches that don't know these players like that. It just basically everybody like what Miss Mag did with the notes. They taking notes like, oh, you don't like to play that much, okay? You don't like to catch the ball in the middle, okay? So that's be deduction from your production. So you don't like to get sacks, okay? You gonna get 6 snaps this game. Woo! You can't punt 40 yards. Let me get the water boy. So,
and we got a question about that coaching staff. Are you happy with Dean Pease?
Hell yeah. Yeah. I want old school.
A Rex Ryan disciple is a no-nonsense coach. Absolutely. That he does not. He don't do a lot of talking. You either put up or shut up. It's really that simple, man. So I love it. Like I said, I just want a Rex Ryan disciple, and like that's what the NFL needs right now, which is that just have a no-nonsense type of mentality, an aggressive mentality. Like that's one thing about Pease is that he's not going to sit back and wait for pressure to happen. That's something that really frustrated me with Dan Quinn, and a lot of issues with even Jeff Ulbrich and Raheem Morris. They waited and they just allowed quarterbacks to get in a rhythm. He states, all right, I'm going to share that video in the community tab so you guys can check it out. But he goes to show that the conversation that he had with Rodney Harrison is like, look, man, I'm going to send all types of blitzes. I'm going to blitz you with safeties. I'm going to blitz you with corners. I'm going to blitz you with linebackers. I'm going to stunt. I'm going to do anything and everything to get after your quarterback. He wants to hit your quarterback, period, point blank. He's going to do that. And that's what you need. We don't need the damn third and 20, and you convert a 3rd and 20 and you don't even get near a damn quarterback. We don't need that no more. You live and die by the blitz.
All right. So I'm gonna let you answer this one right quick. He's from Lonnie Foles. He said, "What do you think of us getting a running backs coach his whole career, but not hiring him as a quarterback coach?"
Talking
about Charles London.
Charles London. Yeah, from what I read on it, it looks like he's been a lot of different places. So he just hasn't been a running back coach. Most recently, he was a Penn State running backs coach, but he's done a lot of different stuff. So you guys got to just go and do your research on it. Like if you go to AtlantaFalcons.com, it kind of shows like he's worked for the Titans. The Texans, I believe, also the Bears. So he's worked for a lot of different organizations on the college level and on the pro level. But what I talked about on my channel is just like I think they got him because he could do multiple things. Like he's coached on the NFL and the college level. And if you guys notice, like the league, a lot of the league on the offensive side of the ball is starting to blend with college. Like if you look at some of these offenses and these young offensive minds, they're bringing the college game over to the NFL. Like if you go and watch this Sunday, you had the Kansas City Chiefs running the option. When Patrick Mahomes got hurt, when he was running and he flipped the ball out and got hit, like a lot of the college game, the spread offenses and things of that nature are coming over and mixing and intertwining with the NFL game. So one thing that I really respect about Arthur Smith as well is he wants to be in a room and he doesn't want to be the smartest guy. He talked about having yes men and Dan Quinn and the previous, regime. And I believe that he wants to have a staff where it's people that knows more than he do so that they can give him ideas. Because I've talked about it numerous times. Like I feel like our last regime, what we were running, the different schemes we were running became stale. And it was nobody on the actual coaching staff that was willing to step up and tell these guys, hey, look, we need to change things. If they were saying it, they weren't being heard. And I think that's why I talked also about it was a power struggle. I don't know if it was between Dan Quinn. I don't know if it was Thomas Dimitroff, but it seems like they weren't working as a cohesive unit where Raheem Morris could bring ideas to the table or Jeff Albrecht could bring ideas to the table. Because we've seen the defense as soon as Dan Quinn was fired, like we seen the defense turn around and it looks like they were doing different things. When Dan Quinn was here in the first 5 games, it pretty much looked vanilla. Like we were basically running cover 3 pretty much all game. Soon as he left, that's when we started seeing the zone blitzes. Like the one game against Tampa, we start seeing different blitzes and things of that nature. So from my assumption, whoever was at the top, so I'm blaming it on Dan Quinn, he was trying to get his point across. Like, I want to do this. I'm the head coach. And to me, I feel like he took back over play calling. We just didn't know it. He told everybody that, hey, I'm going to let Raheem Morris and Jeff Albrecht do their thing. He really wasn't allowing them to do their thing. They were just like figureheads. And that's pretty much what we seen. And then when he left, we seen the defense right away turn around and start making plays. So I don't know if it was just the players pretty much when Dan Quinn, they had zoned them out or, like it was like white noise when he was talking, or if it was just they were new ideas brought to the table when Dan Quinn was fired. And I feel like that's what Arthur Smith is bringing to the table. Like, I want my staff to bring to me creative ideas. I don't know it all. And that's basically what Arthur Smith was saying. I don't know it all. I don't have all the answers. Mm-hmm. And that's why he's bringing in a bunch of great coaches like Dean Pease. It's a reason when you're a young coach, I feel like you should bring in veteran coaches that's been in the league, that's been all over, that can help you. If you remember when Sean McVay took the job with the Rams, he had Wade Phillips as his defensive coordinator. That was for a reason. It's because he didn't know it all. He don't know the defensive side of the ball. He wanted somebody that was a veteran. And you guys heard me say it numerous times. I was pushing for an offensive-minded head coach, but I said I wanted the defensive coordinator to be somebody that had been around the league and knows the league. And I'm glad that we got Dean Pease because we have that veteran. Because don't get me wrong, Dean Pease is a defensive coordinator, but trust me, he's seen a lot of different offenses. He knows the offensive side of the ball as well because he's been in the league for so long. So that's just a feather in Arthur Smith's cap to have a veteran coach like that on his staff. And these guys he's hiring that we've never heard of, these are guys that's worked their way from the ground up, just like Arthur Smith. So I know a lot of these guys, we're like, who is this guy? To be honest, a couple years ago, I was like, who is this Arthur Smith? I had never heard of Arthur Smith until about 2 years ago when Derrick Henry came on the scene and started, doing his thing, and Ryan Tannehill revitalized his career. Prior to that, I had no clue who Arthur Smith was. So we got to give these guys a chance. Like, I know a lot of these guys, we never heard of them, but he knows what he's doing. Just let it play out. Just wait and let it play out.
Yeah, and kind of add to that just a little bit, just to add this real quick. But to add to that, a lot of things, what a lot of coaches like to do is to kind of stash good coaches away for things in the future, because this guy could be a very good coach. He could be the next potential offensive coordinator if such and such tends to lead. So yeah, he's the quote unquote, quarterback's coach, but maybe he's, good with the offensive lineman. He's great with the running back. He's great with the wide receivers. So he's doing multiple things. And like I said, he maybe it's just a way of them snatching great coaches away, like the Falcons did with Matt LaFleur. Matt LaFleur was just a regular quarterback coach. He was just a regular quarterback coach here. And then he ended up going to Tennessee, and he was very good a play caller there and ended up getting a head coaching job. Like, these are the things that a lot of good coaches do. They stash great coaches away for future reference.
Yeah, I want to get back to the comment of Mark Gobby had as far as giving our defensive line inability. Should we trade down the draft to beef up the D line? I looked up the D line coach, and he was also the running coordinator. I don't know if y'all know this name. His name is Tosh Lupi. Does that sound like somebody you should take serious?
Tosh LaCour. Yeah.
No. Tosh Lupi. That's his name. Loupi.
Oh Lord.
Hey, bro. It's in my note. I got it right here. but
all I know is Tosh. That's all I know.
Tosh, yeah.
But for real though, like I said, it's gonna depend on. It just depends on the pass rush. Like I said, you don't want to. Like I said, he does. Like at this time, they don't want to miss. But the way that these coaches are coming in, I wouldn't be surprised if they do.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised. And they definitely gonna take the best one available, and they just gonna work with it. At the end of the day, they still need a space seat in the middle of that defense. I'm just keeping it at that.
Gotta have a space eater, man. Especially with those little small linebackers, and you always say that. You always getting pushed around, man. They get dropped on the butt.
Your size. We need that size inside. But I already know with Dean Pease and with Arthur Smith, who was a former offensive lineman, one thing we ain't gonna have to worry about with these guys that we got here is the trenches no more. These guys gonna take care of the trenches. We set. That's why I'm hyped about this coaching staff, because they've already talked about it. On both.
He was a guard. He was a guard.
Mm-hmm. There you go. So they already know what time it is up front. Like we can go ahead and we're gonna set the tone up front. We ain't got to worry about that. The players that really got to worry about is the guys like Kstylz was talking about. As much as I like Calvin Ridley, he gonna have to get used to getting hit, because these coaches this is a whole different breed.
I told you, he don't like contact. That's a physical offense. Your ass, like I said, he may be a guy that's out. Everybody focus on Julio and Matt Ryan.
Exactly.
Calvin Ridley might be hard man out because he's just not the type of receiver that he wants. He doesn't want receivers that don't block well. He doesn't want a guy who's afraid to go across the middle, because his play call, again, I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to break down the plays where he forces his players to go across the middle. He forces just his play calling, forces his receivers to go across the middle. So we're going to see a lot more bigger, more physical receivers out of this offense, out of Arthur Smith.
And like I said, and the one receiver that we do have on this team, if the Falcons decide to keep him, that will benefit in this offense is Laquan Treadwell.
Oh,
because
yes.
He is the type of receiver that these guys want. And to make a point that y'all said earlier about Kyle Pitts would be perfect for him, because, like I said, Kyle Pitts is basically a wide receiver.
Yeah.
Kyle Pitts and Hayden Hurst in the Lord. Ooh. Hayden Hurst and Kyle Pitts in the middle. Lord Jesus, that's like Gronkowski and Aaron Hernandez. Boy, whoo, you talk about nasty. That's a nasty
thing about
right there.
But the thing about Pitts is he can also line up on the outside and still be that big receiver.
Yeah. That's some things that he did with Jonnu Smith. Like I said, I'm gonna break these things down so you guys can check it out for yourself.
Hold on, I want you to hit this comment right here. Devon Stanford said Arthur might sit really down if he cha-cha slides out of bounds instead of running straight.
Hey, Drew, you get that
Hey, I'm telling y'all, man, they want physical guys. Now, one thing I can say about one thing I like what I heard from Arthur Smith is he did say he's going to use players to their strengths. So I don't think he's going to expect him to do something crazy. He knows his players. Trust me, they've seen Calvin Ridley play, so they're gonna probably place him in situations where he can isolate and he can do his thing because they know what he does well. But what I'm trying to say is he may not be seeing any more 1,300-yard seasons. He may not be seeing any more 9 touchdowns, 10 touchdown Pro Bowl seasons because I believe the style offense that we go to, if you watch, and Mike's gonna break it down, but if you go watch tape on the Tennessee Titans, they don't run a lot of 4 wide receivers, 5 wide receivers like Dirk Koetter. They run a lot of double tight end sets, I formation, bootlegs. Like they don't take a lot of deep shots. If you watch Tennessee, they didn't take a lot of deep shots down the field. So if you watch it, it's gonna be a lot of quick stuff with Calvin Ridley. They might, to be honest, they might put him in a slot as well because you can do the quick game on screens and stuff like that. Those jailbreak screens, you're gonna see a lot of different creative things like that with them, or reverses, things of that nature. But if he cha-cha slide, he's gonna get pulled. Like I'm telling you straight up. If he cha-cha slide out of bounds, if he run backwards, like that play when he was running this year, when he caught that ball over the middle, I think against the Chiefs, and he could have scored a touchdown.
Oh God.
That play right there gets you benched. With this coaching staff, that'll get you benched right there.
He the guy. Hey, look, he better be glad because he got his ass benched the next game because of that.
What are you doing? Keep going. What are you doing?
But oh my God, run! but I saw somebody else had another comment. Well, this ain't one of them, but I'm gonna get to it. Ezekiel King said, "What about Russell Gage? Will he fit in Arthur's scheme?"
Yeah,
I mean, he would.
I don't think so because of this. I mean, I honestly think that we're the days of seeing 4 and 5 receivers with the Atlanta Falcons. I think that's gone. To be honest, it's just based on the play call, just the plays that I've seen him at Tennessee. He said that he's going to adapt to what the Falcons, to Matt Ryan and the players. So we could very well see, those 4 and 5 wide. So like at this point in time, we just have to wait and see. I know a lot of people don't like to hear that, but he said he's going to adapt to the skill set of the players around him. So he's going to continue to add to that. So we could very well see 4 wide and, see Russell Gage, back because he's a free agent also. I don't know if he's a restricted. I don't think he will be a restricted. I don't think he played enough snaps to be restricted, but we just have to wait and see, man. It really just have to wait and see.
Also, that breakdown we did with Coach about Arthur Smith. Is another thing that he likes to do too is they like to run. They run their shotgun, but they like to flex their tight ends in that shotgun. So you might get a 3 wide, you might get a 3 tight end set, but 2 of them tight ends out wide in shotgun. So it's that unpredictability. Because when the defense is looking at the huddle and see 3 tight ends, like, oh, we're gonna go, they going jumbo. Now these guys coming out in shotgun and they got the tight ends to run them. So it's going. Yes, Jerry Danvers, Falcon. Yes, Dave Ragone is our OC.
Let me. You want to? I know Drew can kind of the difference. I think what you kind of got to get out of is you can't look at an offensive coach for what a team does, the deficiencies of a team. Dave Ragone, his strength is a lot of bootleg, a lot of boots, a lot of rollouts, and those types of things. As far as like the kind of motion with play action and things like that. That's why he's here. He's here to design those passing plays for to help with Arthur with those passing plays. That's what he's there for, the offensive that's why he's going to be the offensive coordinator. So it's not necessarily, okay, he is the Bears and the Bears offense suck. You can't look at it the way he's there to add to what Arthur Smith, his deficiencies are. He's a passing game coordinator. He's here to help design the passes for Arthur Smith. And that's what Drew was talking about, being Drew and Kevin, to be, he doesn't know it all. He has to have help. What happened? What are the plays that worked for you in Chicago? What are the plays that worked for you at Tennessee? Whatever plays that work for him, he's going to recommend these plays for Arthur's. Like they're blitzing from the left side. You might want to try this, and that's why a lot of these guys are being brought to to a team. It's really just being an asset to what you already have as a coach. And like for me personally, like I said, I'm Jew can break down shit like no other. Jew can get down to the nitty-gritty of every aspect of the damn team. He can break it down. You know what I'm saying? He does 20-minute videos. Like I said, trust me, you will not be disappointed. You go to his channel, please subscribe to it. And he, like I said, he brings that element to the heavy hitters. Kstylz, historic, like everybody have their own unique aspect, and this is why heavy hitter is what it is. Everybody brings their own special, unique talent, and all together, you got this show. That's what the Falcons are trying to do. That's what Arthur Smith is trying to do. Bring everything together so we can have one dominant show.
Exactly. So ATM 34, if I ask what I think about Matt Gano playing right tackle and Caleb McGarry playing either guard spot.
No, don't do Caleb like that. Gano ain't proved nothing.
Like I said, if they're running these stretch outside zone runs, like if they're going to bring that, I think Caleb McGarry is probably going to stick to that right tackle because you still going to need that physicality outside. Like Gano doesn't really have a position as far as the offensive line. He plays everything. Like I said, he's the fill-in guy. I love Gano. Gano was my favorite Falcon this season because when he came in,
he used a lot of his guards as tight ends in his offense. Also,
yes.
That's the thing that I'm like I said. Stay tuned for the film breakdowns. This man will use everybody, fullbacks, offensive linemen as receivers. This dude will use everybody. He will use everybody in the offense. He does not leave anyone out. You will love Arthur Smith. I guarantee you.
Exactly. So you better be ready, because if you ain't ready, you're going to get stomped on.
Right. You will love it.
Like I said,
promise you.
Like I said, Jew will break it down in 20 minutes. He got the words for 20 minutes. Me, I ain't got 20 minutes worth of words. I'll give you 4 minutes.
I can give you 8. I can give you 8 minutes.
I struggle getting 5, but at the end of the day, we all have the same exact points and agree to the same stuff.
Very much
I'm
so.
just simple as hell. But it was a comment earlier. I forgot who did it, but it was basically saying maybe Keith Smith could finally be in the running backs room instead of the wide receivers room.
Oh, damn.
All right, hold on. Wallace Smith came up here and says, now that we changed it to a 3-4, what do y'all think about drafting Michael Parsons with the 4th pick? Woo! It looked like it might most likely might be that pick right there. That's the way it looked. If they move into this 3-4, well, not if they are, that look like that's gonna be the obvious pick right there.
Mm-hmm. I think so.
What y'all? Okay, so we got 2. What you think about that, Drew?
Y'all know I love Michael Parsons. Like, he a playmaker. You just turn on his film, college film, he all over the field. He's causing fumbles. He plays with his hair on fire. Like I think it was either Saturday or Sunday when the Buccaneers played. I love watching Rojo run the ball. I put it on Twitter. This dude run like a Tasmanian devil. And that's how Michael Parsons is as a linebacker. You cut on his film, he all over the place. Like he can line up anywhere. In that 3-4, if you go watch him at Penn State, he was lined up inside like Deion Jones. He was out on the edge like TJ Watt. He was everywhere. He was playing with his hair on fire. You can drop him in the coverage. And that's what we need. We need those Swiss Army knives because that's basically what Dean Pease does best. He's gonna put guys in position to succeed. And that's what I'm loving about this coaching staff. Is both on the offense and the defense. They kept talking about it in the first media session that they did. Adaptability and flexibility. You have to be able to adapt, evolve, and change. And like I said, our last regime, they weren't willing to change. They were just too stubborn. Dirk Koetter wanted to throw the ball all the time. Dan Quinn wanted to make his cover 3 scheme work no matter what, even when it was falling to pieces. And that's the reason we started 0-5 is because he didn't want to go away from what wasn't working. Anytime we did anything that worked, what we say after every post-game show, we went away from what was working. When we were playing it, we said that every week. We went away from what was working. Every week, that was the same old. We was up 17-0 on Tampa Bay. We was zone blitzing, doing all kind of stuff to Tom Brady. In the second half, we threw that whole game plan away.
Exactly. Without Dan Quinn, we did the same thing.
No, it wasn't the cover 3. Remember, it was the Amber Rose Suki Hammer Slut defense. Because they was getting ran through.
And that's another thing I talked about, Kstylz. I don't mean to cut you off, but I talked about that when I did my video on my channel about making adjustments at halftime, making in-game adjustments. We were the worst coaching staff to me at making in-game adjustments. We made no adjustments. And when we did make adjustments, it was to make the wrong adjustment. We doing something that worked, and then we're going to adjust and do something that don't work. Like
Tom Brady's gonna make. How do you know that? You ain't even running. You ain't giving the man a chance to fail. Y'all already disqualify yourself.
Exactly.
I got a better example to show y'all what he talking about. So basically, in the first half, they was looking like us right now, confident, busting head. Second half, they were looking like this.
That's it. Scared. Cover your face. Scared.
Cover your face. Like I said, I'll be damned if I got to go through a whole nother season of that. But back to the point. The Smoke had a question for you, Mike. He said, do you think Atlanta's going defense in the first round?
I don't know, man. I don't know. When I look at the roster, when you look at the money, I would say it's more likely that they will go defense on the defensive side of the ball because of just the cost. Any player, whether it's whether you're a rookie or a veteran, the offensive side of the ball is more expensive than the defensive side of the ball. So me personally, just based on the financials of the Atlanta Falcons, I would say that they will go to the defensive side of the ball, and that's going to be a defensive tackle or a defensive outside linebacker like a Michael Parsons, because the linebackers are a lot cheaper than the front line. So, and corners are expensive also. So I wouldn't say a corner they will draft. It's far more likely that they will draft a defensive tackle or linebacker. Maybe even a safety, because safeties don't get a lot of pay. But like, there's no safety right now that's worthy of taking even in the top 15 at this point. So for me personally, I think it's linebacker, defensive tackle, or trade down.
So basically, they'll get to this question right here. This is Lucas Stricker says, will we see Isaiah Oliver playing safety in this defense?
Oh, that's a hard one. That's a hard one, man. Because it's a lot. He can do a lot of things. He can do a lot of things, and I think that's the perfect player for a guy like Dean P because he can play inside, he can play outside, he can blitz, he can tackle well. I think he's a perfect player for a guy like Pease. Like he can play in some safety spots at different times. Like he's going to maximize that talent. That's one thing you're going to get from Pease is he's going to maximize players' talent. So I think he's going to have fun with Isaiah Oliver.
Okay, definitely. I feel. What you think about that one, Drew?
I mean, I wouldn't say no. I think Dean Pease is gonna go watch the film on these guys and see what they do well. And whatever they do well is how he's going to use them. And I feel like it sounds so elementary, but we went away from that last year. Like if you look at, any of the players you want to point out, like Isaiah Oliver, he struggled so much early on when Dan Quinn was there because he refused to put him inside. Like he refused to try something different. It wasn't that Raheem Morris and Jeff Ulbrich were geniuses. They just seen this guy's struggling outside. We're not giving him safety help because we're playing a lot of single high safety. So let's slide him inside and see what he does. And it happened just to pan out. Sometimes you just got to experiment with stuff. It ain't even that there, you got to be a genius. It's just if you see a guy struggling, why keep going back to the same dry well? That doesn't make sense. And that's basically what we were doing. And that's why I said that. Remember when I kept saying that we were remedial, that our coaches was a little bit slow? The reason I was calling them slow is because we were doing the same thing every week, expecting a different result. Period. And you can't do that. Mike said it numerous times. Kstylz, you said it numerous times. Every week was the same song and dance. So it's like y'all want to lose. It's like we were throwing games. We would do the same thing every week, expecting a different result. So I mean, it don't take a genius. So if Arthur Smith and these guys come in and use guys to their strengths, they'll win more than 4 games, guaranteed next season. Easy. Like they're talking 8-8. I can easily see us winning more than 8 games next season because if you look at this season, we lost 8 games by 1 possession. That's 8 wins right there, not counting the 4 that we actually won. So if you think about it, if we could have held on to half of those games that we lost those leads in, those 8 games that we lost by 1 possession, that's 8 wins right there. We win half of those games. So we really could win. Right.
At least 10
exactly.
Right there.
Exactly.
Okay. So unfortunately, this is gonna be the last topic of the show here. I got a question, and like I said, this is for the people in the chat as well as Jude and Mike. And I did a little research about something that's going to be going on this year, and I call this the final call. So the question is, what do you feel about the NFL Combine being virtual this year? Well, but let me get the backstory on it. So it's basically going to be, it's like I said, it's basically going to be pro day. But the thing about it is they can't do the face-to-face interviews because I think they said this is what the portions that they look forward to the most is the face-to-face interviews and trying to get a read on how these players are personally. But how do y'all feel about the NFL Combine being virtual? Do you think that it will help the stock of the players? Do you think it will hurt them? Do you think it will kind of scale the organizations will kind of scale back a bit because they can't get the full experience?
You want me to take it first, Mike?
Yeah.
Personally, I lean towards the side of looking at the players' tape. I've never been big on the combine. I like the combine. I think it's cool to see guys, break records on the 40 and things of that nature and bench press. But it's a lot of guys that have been workout warriors, but they can't play football. Like, they're just trash. They break all these numbers in the combine, but when you get them on the actual field with pads on, they don't have the technique and things of that nature. They do a great broad jump and all of this, verticals crazy. Like Big Beasley. Big Beasley was a workout warrior. That dude was a beast. But it ain't about, sometimes it's not about that. Like, I rather look at it. I like looking at the combine. I think it's good that they're doing it virtual. I think they still should do it so you can see players' measurables, things of that nature. But I lean more on the side of What did you do in college? Turn on the tape. Is this a guy that has a relentless motor? Like I look at those things, and that's why I like watching the draft. So they show little clips and stuff, and they show the strengths and weaknesses of players. I'm not really big on if this guy ran the slow 40. Like look at Tom Brady. He ran the ugliest 40, but he can play football. He can play football.
That man run about a full flight, and that motherfucker sorry as a mug, bro.
Exactly.
Hey, I'm about to say, if y'all don't know what you talking about, I want y'all to look up a name, Vernon Golston.
Yeah,
that's the perfect example.
Yeah.
Kind of came on a little bit towards the end of his career, but woo, boy, he was sorry.
Oh, Vernon Golston only lasted 3 years. He ain't getting out one sack, and he was the 5th overall pick that year. Because he had the best 40, he had the best 40 for a linebacker, the best bench press for a linebacker, the best broad jump for a linebacker, and such and such. So I see a lot of people saying, like, who cares about the combine and stuff? I mean, I don't give a damn about the combine. Like you said, the tape says everything. But the messed up part about it is this is Mel Kiper Jr. time, and you know what time it is.
Yeah, man. They just hyping it up. You know how Mel Kiper do. He just trying to promote the combine, promote the NFL. You know how Mel Kiper does, man. He don't know football like he think he do. And that's the deal. We need to look at what these guys did in college. Like I said, turn on the tape. Forget just what their measurables and how they work out. You either a good football player or you're not. You either have a technique or you don't. And some of the players you can always improve. Like, don't get me wrong, because there's some players that they might not look great on film. Like when you watch them, but when they get in the league, they actually work on their game. And that's what I think the Falcons are going to be looking for in their draft. They're going to go out and draft dogs and guys that want to work. Period. That's what you need. You don't necessarily have to have the best talent, the best measurables, but are you humble? Mm-hmm. Are you willing to come in and work? Like, you cut on Grady Jarrett's tape. He didn't have the best college tape. Like, that's why people passed on him. Because if his tape was like off the charts and his measurables was off the chart, he would have been drafted high. But Grady Jarrett was what, a third round, a 4th round pick? When did we take Grady Jarrett?
5th round.
5th round? See, that's what I'm saying. So he was a 5th round pick. So if they would have redrafted his class, he would easily go in the 1st round. Easy. He would be probably a top 10 pick in this draft. And that's what I talk about. You just got to basically, it's kind of like going with your gut. And that's why I say it's dangerous also to have a bunch of draft picks. Like sometimes, you have let's trade Calvin Ridley, or let's trade Julio Jones for like 5 number 1 picks. You still got to hit on those picks. A lot of people, I've seen players that were actually good in college, like had good college tape, but when they came to the pros for whatever reason, they just never panned out. So that's why I say you got to let these guys develop. Like, look at Marlon Davidson. You guys know I'm an Auburn fan. He didn't have a good rookie year. He had COVID, and they were like he was out of shape, and then he was still trying to learn the playbook. He was trying to learn the speed of the NFL game. He kind of looked confused out there on the field. So it's going to take time. So we got to give these guys, even once they get in our building, you got to give these guys time to develop, but you also have to have the right coaches in there that's going to develop these guys. So that's another reason why I'm super hyped about like a guy like Dean Pease, because this guy has coached numerous Hall of Fame players. So if you want to know how to reach greatness or get to the mountaintop, he's going to be able to come in and work with these guys. And he has that clout that Grady Jarrett can go ask him. Deion Jones can go ask him, how was it coaching a Ray Lewis? What did Ray Lewis do? What was Ray Lewis' work habit? What was his practice habits? Those things are the small nuggets that we don't see as fans, but those are things that, are like priceless. You know what I'm saying? So I really think that's huge. Like, I'm not big on the combine. I know I done went all over the place, but I'm not super big on the combine. I mean, it is what it is, but those, to me, that's workout warriors. That means nothing. You can be the strongest guy, but if you don't have the right technique or the fastest guy, or you're a guy that's fast that can get open, but you can't catch, or you're scared to get hit, none of that stuff matters.
Right. You got all that speed, can't catch. Ted Ginn and Ross.
Exactly.
Hey, I got a perfect example for that too. Goddamn Troy Williamson. Remember the quote replacement for Randy Moss.
Man could catch nothing, bro.
But so what's your take on that, Mike?
Man, you pretty much said it, man. I could give two craps about the combine. None of that crap. Like, I'm not impressed by somebody running a 4.2. Like I said, man, I've had guys that are actually like, we ran, like, this guy was like one of my, in high school, he was my rival as far as like speed is concerned. It's like one day I would beat him, the next day he'll beat me, and like we kept going back and forth. And when it came down to like running like track, but when it came down to football, it was just a different basketball and football. I played at a different speed, and you would never think that we, just based on how I played football and how I played, basketball, it's like, damn, this dude run a 4.2. Like, you would never think, because I'm a much more of a like in-game player, or you can see my speed in game versus a track guy. Like, and these are the things that even a lot of coaches they preach, like, yeah, a guy may run a 4.2, but if his mind doesn't allow him to think fast, that 4.2 speed means absolutely nothing, because a split second as a linebacker or safety, if you hesitate 1 second, a half a second, it doesn't matter if you run a 4.2, because guess what? The guy on the sideline or in the slot, he runs a 4.2. And if you hesitate, you're not catching that guy. So these are the things that matter. It's all about being able to kind of play and kind of see things before it happened. And this is what made Ed Reed. I think Ed Reed is the greatest safety of all time, because Ed Reed, before the play even started, he's already, creeping toward the sideline, because he picked up something that the receiver moved his foot, or the lineman did this, or the running back did this. He's already creeping toward the sideline. And being that he has a 4.3 speed, he can get there a lot quicker now. So, like, these are the things that matter. Being able to comprehend and see things before it happened. Playing at a, like, really just thinking the game through, rather than having that, that those big numbers, those shuttle times, and being able to bench press. Because another guy, Tony Mandarich, like, this dude was like, that dude was strong as hell, even without the steroids. That dude was strong as hell. But he got with real grown men who knew how, with leverage, like, that's the thing in the NFL, leverage and technique, it can kill strength at any time.
All right. So Nick Turner 31 actually has a question. He says, so how do you feel about the college all-star game? I guess he's talking about the Senior Bowl.
I'm not big
Pretty
on
much,
the Senior Bowl. It's kind of the same thing. I'm not big on it. And that's why I was like, when Thomas Dimitroff was here, I knew he didn't know what he was doing, because every year we was drafting somebody out of the Senior Bowl. And I'm like, you got to see these guys in pads, but that means nothing. Like, because everybody ain't down at the Senior Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Like, we would see, like, they would be like, well, this guy was killing it at the Senior Bowl, but who was his competition down there at the Senior Bowl? Like, was everybody that's going to be in this draft there? Or, you know what I'm saying? He was the best out of the seniors, but you might have a junior that's better than him. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not big on it. It's just like the Pro Bowl in the NFL. Nobody out there trying to hurt nobody in a, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just being smart. Like, if you're out there at the college Senior Bowl, you're not trying to hurt your fellow man or your fellow teammate, because they know all of these guys, it's a business. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, yeah, you want to look good, but you're not out there trying to hurt nobody. Like, come on.
All right. This is going to be the last comment of the night right here. Desmond Campbell said, preparation prevents poor performance. If they're not prepared for real game situations, they're going to perform poorly. I don't care how much talent you have. And that goes with every aspect in life right there.
Mm-hmm. Got to be prepared for every moment. Got to be prepared.
because the way that this team is set up, they want these. They want these. We want these on our team.
Right. Shooting guard.
We
shooting
don't.
guard.
We don't want these. We don't want
Nope.
these.
Nope. Nope.
We don't want those. No.
Hey man, I gotta get that Dikembe picture up, man. I gotta find that Dikembe. I gotta upload that. I got Dikembe, man.
All right, so unfortunately, this is gonna be the end of the show.
The end of the show.
Ooh yeah, but
enjoy my word. Appreciate you for going in. I know you said you had to go to bed. You still up?
I know.
That already tells her. Good job.
She'll never say what she gonna
already.
do. She'll never say what she gonna do. I'm gonna get on this show one of these days. Enjoy. I'm gonna hit you up. Hey girl, hey my girl.
You gotta get you on here. You and Maggie, you can do y'all thing.
I'm telling you, I need another lady up on here. Just kind of, balance it out a little bit. I know it still is a dominating male show, but God damn it, we, us women's gotta, represent sometimes. We gotta do it. Yes, girl. Yes, we rule the world. All right.
Did Anime? Did you just really do that?
Oh yeah, I sure did.
Did you just do that? Anime, did you really do that? Hold on, wait a minute. Anime, did you just do that? but
no
real,
call-in show. They want a call-in show. We got. I think me and J Rock might be doing a call-in show probably Sunday, possibly. So look out for that, because I know y'all been waiting on it. We got to talk about these coaches and stuff like that. What's going on with Dirk Koetter and why? Somebody said why wasn't Rich McKay still on the team? There's a lot of stuff going on.
I apologize, but this is important. I'm getting for Dean Pease what got him out of retirement. His son actually left the Titans. And he is reportedly, according to Albert Beer, is that his son Matt is expected to come to Atlanta to kind of, I guess, groom him for that position. So Dean Pease, his son Matt, may be a member of this coaching staff for Atlanta Falcons also. So that's some news. That's a rumor that is going around. Albert Beer, so you guys can check that on Twitter. Albert Beer. So check that out, man. Breer. But yeah, man. The Falcons, they doing some things on that defensive side of the ball. I love, man. We got that old school. We got these old school, these experienced coaches that's coming back and he's teaching these guys the way. And that's exactly what they needed. So I apologize, Maggie.
Okay. Well, no, we got to get that breaking news content. This is what we're here for. So interrupt. If y'all see something, even if you're in the chat and you see something we don't see, put it in there. We'll put your comment up and we'll give you a shout out for it and everything. We'll throw you some Popeyes chicken. We'll do it all because we need that breaking content. But it need to be reliable sources though, because we can't trust everybody.
Yeah, we can't look. We can't have no sources from Joaquin. Joaquin 404. Joaquin 678. Nah, bro, we need actual source. But like I said, this is the end of the show.
Enjoy. Are you really going to bed for real?
No, she ain't.
I'm gonna come over there and make sure she in the bed because I'm about sick of it. I'm sick of it.
No, she ain't sick. She gonna watch the replay. She gonna watch the replay and everything. Go to sleep, work, and blame us.
We appreciate it. We definitely appreciate it.
Like I said,
a Maggie and Joy duo. It's in the making. Trust and believe. Hey, Trust and believe.
Oh Lord, that's gonna be funny.
You see that? I know you still up, lady. You see that?
Yeah, she's still. I told you, she ain't finna. She ain't finna go to bed no time soon. But
go ahead. Let's go ahead and clean house, people.
We'll go ahead and clean house. Like I said, we appreciate everybody tuning in to us. Like I said, normally Kstylz is on a Monday, but like I said, since we had to bring this breaking news, I said might as well come in on this Thursday and give it to you.
Subscribe to Just Kstylz.
On the road to 200. There's 118 folks in here. I need 60 of y'all.
That's right. That's right. Oh, you can rewatch it over again, Joseph Thornton. It's all right. Rewatch it on whatever platform you're doing. You can just rewatch it and just get us one thing about it. Get us comments. We like after comments too. So
please
if you missed it, please go back and comment on these videos so we can respond to you as well.
Exactly.
We like those as well. Salute. Thank you, Patricia. Oh, okay. Ladies in the house. What's up? What's up?
That's what we need.
But Just Kstylz, I'm saying Big Mac, Mike.
Really? Okay, hold on. Let me. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I'll go ahead and do it. All right. So basically, like I said, Just Kstylz. Like I said, I'm on the road to 200. I need 60 of y'all. It ain't got to be tonight. It ain't got to be this week. It ain't got to be next week. It's whenever. Just by the end of the year.
We go get you there. We probably there.
Also, make sure you. I know most of y'all already subscribed to Mad Mike, so we ain't gonna say that. But for real, check out the Mad Mike Network. That's how we're going. That the Mad Mike Network, right?
Yes. Mad Mike Network. You get anything. If I have, a very important as far as like politics, not necessarily politics, but just like world events where we just need to talk and vent and get those things off our chest, man. That's what the Mad Mike Network is all about. Not just sports, but the kind of, like exchange to help each other outside of just the world of sports, man, because we all need positivity in our lives. There's so much things going on right now. We want to be able to not only, entertain you, but to entertain you, but like to help you guys throughout all your issues.
Well, I can't wait for February.
I know, man. This is like, I'm gonna do some videos, people. I need to go drop a video.
I think that is true because I heard about that earlier about them retaining him.
Yeah, it's true. Dave Brock. Yeah, I've heard he has ties back to Tennessee, so I think that is true. I believe he came with Mike Malarkey. I think he came with Mike Malarkey.
Okay.
Who was Mike Malarkey put in the word for Arthur Smith? So that's his.
Okay. Okay, I'm waiting on that. I'm waiting on that. So yeah. So the Mad Mike Network, like I said, you make sure you check that out. He got content coming for you for everything. Like I said, if you want to quote Bible verses too, you can do it on there.
hey man, if y'all really want to become YouTubers, man, just let me know if you want me to kind of make videos for that to kind of give you guys tips on how not only myself
about that, Mike. Let's talk about that. We're definitely coming up with a plan to teach people a little bit. We want to kind of get people. So we're in the process of creating something. We're going to announce it once we get it together. But if anybody really truly wants to be a YouTuber, because what AFN is going to be, we want to just, we're not just here bringing you Falcons content and things like that. We're really trying to help these creators out. Like every last person on this panel, including myself. I'm Miss Maggie T. So I have my own YouTube channel that I'm growing, as well as we're still trying to build AFN, Jew Talk Sports. Everybody has their own individual thing. And so we encourage anybody that ever wants to do their thing. We want to show you how we do it, how we build our audience, how we, so like if you're really serious about things, we're coming up with a whole little package thing and we're going to, teach you guys some things. But maybe Mike might start doing that on his channel to kind of get your feet wet a little bit. Of course, you still got the program is going to be a bit more detailed. but we really want to help some people out because everybody, hey man, help us out. But we can't sit here and help out everybody individually like that. So maybe creating something to give back to the fans to kind of help them do what we do. Mm-hmm. So that's in the works. We'll tell you all about that sooner or later. Definitely.
Oh, definitely. Hey, like I said, hey, at the end of the day, Atlanta Falcon Nation is not just us, it's y'all. Because at the end of the day, me personally, out of all these three fools right here, I didn't think I'd be doing none of this. I just keep it real with you.
We had to drag his ass, man. Me and Maggie dragged him for about a whole year before he said, "All right, I'm gonna do it. It was a whole year.
All right, man. All right, man. I do it.
I do. Okay, fine.
So you want to be the bouncers for the trolls? Hey, you know what, Mike? You might need another admin to go ahead and just go ahead and bounce trolls around. We do need those too. We need some guards in the chat.
Hey. Oh yeah. We need some Derrick Henrys in here. Yeah. We're gonna be the Derrick Henrys in here.
Let me write that down, Joseph. You want to be a guard? Get these trolls up out of here because we need it. Hallelujah. Okay.
What about Miss Asia Green? You want to make Asia one?
Let's make Asia and Enjoy because she's just always she'll never go to bed, so she might as well work.
All right, Asia Green is one right now.
Okay, so Asia Green. Okay, we got to give one to let's see who's it's all of y'all are, but look, just don't be surprised if y'all see y'all get a little mad Mike.
Everybody gets a love, man. Everybody gonna eventually.
We just like the loyalty. We appreciate you guys coming back for more because what you're doing is gonna get us better. But let's go ahead and close it out. Make sure y'all follow Jew Talk Sports as well, people. And Miss Maggie T as well. And I also have Lust Exchange, unrelated to sports. Go check that channel out. It's totally different. There you go. That's all you need to know about it. All right. On that note, we're out of here. Joe, did you have any last minute words? I didn't know if you wanted to say anything.
I just want to say I thank everybody for tuning in. I appreciate all the love. I've been getting love. Everybody been showing me love. I was in Terror Artist 404. He was doing his gaming thing on Madden, streaming Madden. I was in there talking to the fans. Y'all go support Terror Artist 404. If you play Madden, I think he played on Xbox. You guys go shoot him a challenge. He was in there playing some online games. I was in there for a little bit, just chatting with the fans. So, man, I appreciate you guys. Like they were saying, I'm not no professional. We're all just fans like you guys. Mm-hmm. So Kstylz always try to play that innocent role. Like, man, these three up here, look, we all just fans at the end of the day. Hey, look, I started off at 0 subscribers. And like, if I didn't have the support of the cast up here of all of Mike, Maggie, Kstylz, everybody in AFN, Big Low, Terror Artist 404, all of us, man, is like a family. So I appreciate all of you guys. I appreciate all of you guys in the chat. Y'all always give us questions. Like Mike was saying, go on my channel, leave some comments. If you have a video you want me to do on a player, because now I'm starting to break down the college players. One player I want to throw out there that I was just watching tape on is JC Horn. Hey, that dude is a problem at the cornerback position. I think the Falcons may need to look at him. He played at South Carolina University. I was just watching some tape on him. So I'm going to have some videos coming for you guys of players that I think the Falcons should look at drafting. But if it's something that you want me to drop, you guys definitely leave a comment on any of my videos. Just let me know what video you want me to break down. If it's a quarterback, because I know you guys love to leave quarterback. Whatever quarterback, I already got homework to look at Wilson from BYU. So if you got a quarterback out there that you want me to go look at some tape on, or a player, any position, because I'm starting to do my draft board. So you guys let me know, because I'm not big on college football, but I've already started breaking down tape on some of the guys on my draft board. So you guys definitely, like I said, go to my channel, hit that subscribe button. I think I'm at like 830 some. So I need you guys, everybody in here that's not subscribed already.
All 105 of y'all, go ahead and get
go ahead and
Jew Talk Sports.
Hit that subscribe button. I appreciate y'all.
Button. That's
but
right.
With that being said, that's pretty much all I have, man. I really appreciate you.
A-Town down. Peace.
Peace. All right. Peace. I still need 60 of you.
He just Kstylz.
I'm just Kstylz.
That's right. That's how we